Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhameja and I will be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test will be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
My full name is Jorveer Singh.
How may I address you?
You can call me by my first name, Jorveer.
Okay, Jorveer. Are you working or a student?
Well, I recently finished my senior secondary from Devi Centenary Public School, Tohana.
Okay, may I see your identification, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you so much. Where do you live?
I belong to a small town called Tohana. It is located in the northern part of India.
Okay. Are you enjoying living there?
Well, I find it quite interesting to live there as there are many activities to do from time to time. Personally, I enjoy going out a lot with my friends.
That's wonderful. Now, few questions will be based on going out. Do you bring food or snacks with you when you go out?
Well, it depends on the context. When I'm going to a restaurant or someplace else, I bring food, but on rare occasions, I do not prefer bringing food.
Okay. Do you always take your mobile phone with you when you go out?
Yes, I usually take my mobile phone when I'm going out as it helps me to inform my parents, as well as it also helps me to navigate through different things.
Okay. Do you often bring cash with you?
Well, in the recent days, I opt not to take cash as I prefer doing digital payments as they are more convenient and reliable.
Mm-hmm. How often do you use cash?
As I mentioned earlier, I do not carry a lot of cash, but on rare occasions when there is less connectivity and internet is not available, I tend to pay in cash.
Okay. Now, few questions will be based on quiet or noisy places. Do you like quiet places or noisy places?
To be honest, I prefer quiet places as they provide me solitude, as well as they bring a sort of calmness and serenity, which helps me focus more.
Mm-hmm. Do you like to go to quiet or noisy places on weekends when you're free?
Well, I personally prefer going to quiet places. For instance, on weekends, I go out with my friends to the nearby park as it helps me connect more with nature, and I prefer peace over anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now few questions will be based on the crowded places. Is the city where you live crowded?
Well, in the past, the city was quite, the city was not so crowded, but in the recent days, with the growth of the population and advancements and industrialization, the city has become quite crowded, and the markets are always bustling with people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, is there a crowded place near where you live?
Well, yes, there is a crowded place near I live. It is a bus stop where usually autos, rickshaws, and other public amenities such as vendors and others transportation stops. So it becomes a quite crowded place.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jorve, do you like crowded places?
Well, I'm an introvert and I personally do not prefer crowded places as they sort of set off an anxiety trigger for me and also makes me nervous.
Okay, so do most people like crowded places according to you?
Well, I'm not an expert, but in my opinion, people are preferring quiet places more because it provides solitude and helps them focus more on their daily tasks.
Okay, so tell me, when was the last time you were in a crowded place?
I remember vividly during the time of wedding, I went to with my parents. The marriage place was quite crowded and it was bustling with the people,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt sort of unease, and it made me quite nervous.
Okay, that's good. Before proceeding further to this interview, here I would like to inform you at your IELTS partner, we are offering IELTS online classes. If you guys wish to enroll, then you can book free demo class for any of the module or for all modules. The number is displayed below in the pinned comment or in the description. You can write us or you can make a call to us on our WhatsApp number. First of all, you can book free demo and later on you can enroll in our classes. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is end of the part 1. Now I'm going to give you a cue card and you will have to speak at least 1 or 2 minutes or between 1 and 2 minutes, and you can plan your answer if you wish to. Okay, yes, you may start speaking now.
I surf internet on a daily basis. There are many sites that I use, such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Today, I would like to talk about a social networking site that I use on almost a daily basis. During the time of uh, global shutdown, when the people were forced in their homes due to quarantine, I was quite uncertain and was worried that I would not be able to continue my studies as the schools were shut down. My brother came up to me and recommended me a social network site you called the YouTube. One of the main features I like about this app is that you can opt to study from different teachers, and they teach at different paces, and it also is very flexible, and you can interact with your teachers by making comments on the video. Apart from learning academic skills, I also made advancements in my personal goals, such as learning to make origami figures in my free time, as I was used to get quite bored in the lockdown. There was called a YouTube channel, the Jeremy Schaefer Origami. I learned to make different sorts of figures and sculptures from his channel. So I think in this way, YouTube helped me build personal as well as academic skills.
This is end of the cue card, and now I'm asking you some follow-up questions, and all the follow-up questions will be based on the cue card. Okay. So, Zorveer, what do you know about the most popular apps in India?
Well, there are quite a few popular apps in India, such as Facebook, TikTok. The one that I think most people use is Instagram, due to its feature to create creative content as well as get likes.
Okay. Okay, what is the difference between internet and television?
There are quite a few differences in internet and television. For instance, internet allows a broader and more convenience in the terms of choosing from various shows and adaptability. And on the other hand, television is limited in the scope of TV broadcasting, such as different channels, as most of the companies they regulate what we watch on the TVs.
Okay. What do you prefer? News on the internet rather than TV, or what is your preference basically?
To be honest, I prefer getting news on the internet. It is more reliable and convenient. Also, it is quite fast, and it is fact checked by various sources and reliable.
And how people watch news or they listen news in your country?
Well, in my country and in my hometown, people mostly prefer reading newspaper. But in the recent times, they are more cling to social media sites such as Twitter and Facebook to get their daily news.
Okay. So, what kind of people would go to the library to still read and study, in your opinion?
In my opinion, people who prefer solitude and a solitary environment would prefer to go in library over schools or crowded places, and it can help them focus more and build interpersonal skills.
Okay. And why you think this would happen?
In my opinion, if you will study at a library, we can see the many people are studying there, and also it fosters a sense of discipline, and also uh, encourages them to work more on their skills.
Okay. So, in your opinion, is using social media good or bad for youngsters?
Well, it depends on the context. For instance, social media can be good and bad depending on how children use it. For example, there was a friend of mine who used social media for the sole reason of scrolling reels and wasting his time on the useless information rather than focusing on his academics.
How parents can control their children for using social media?
Well, parents can use quite a few methods in regulating the use of social media for the youngsters. First and foremost is that they can spread the awareness and also teach their children the harmful effects of usage of too much screen time. And also they can inculcate the habit of responsibility by incorporating the useful and positive aspects of social media.
Okay, what is your opinion on banning social media children under 13?
Well, I personally believe that there should be some regulation of social media for children under the age of 13, but it can also have adverse impact on their studies because in recent times schools are more focused on sending work through different apps like WhatsApp and Google Meet. So I think it would become a hassle if children are not completely allowed to use the social media.
Thank you so much, Jorvir. Thank you. This is the end of the test. Okay, so now, Jorvir, I would like to give the feedback for your speaking. So, all the viewers, I'm giving the feedback for Jorvir's speaking. Even though he had started his classes very lately, very recently, but I found good improvement in him in just few days. In just, I guess this is just hardly a week or just more than a week classes he had attended, and he took my guidance what to do in speaking interview. So here I would like to give 6.5 band score to him today, and he could get more band score because he has in-depth knowledge that how to deal part 1, part 2 and part 3. So but this was his first mock test with me, so because of nervousness he secured less, and there are some other reasons that here I would like to disclose that why he secured only 6.5, why not more than that. But according to me, he has potential to get 8 band score if he prepares and works hard, and till the reaching of final examination he could be able to get 8 band score. So here in the part 1 he had given quite good answers and he used wonderful vocabulary. So in terms of fluency and coherence he was good, but in terms of coherence especially he needs to work hard because he hardly use any connector or any contradicting expression in the part 1 while if I'm talking about the fluency and coherence part. In the lexical resource, he was good, excellent in the part 1, and grammatical range and accuracy wise, he's perfect, and his pronunciation is really very, really very appreciable because he knows that how to pronunciate each and every word in each and every sentence. So now coming to the part 2, this is the major part, and this is 4 band score, and here I am not quite satisfied because first of all he did not manage again the coherence part here because he was not able to use connectors in between. He used only one connector that was apart from this, but he could use so many connectors in between while speaking, like additionally what can I say more, or while winding up he could say in the end, but he missed all these things. So coherence wise again he was not good here. But now coming to the lexical resource, I'm surprised in the part 1 he used good vocabulary words, but on the other hand, on the opposite of this in the part 2, he missed the vocabulary. So this is very important that vocabulary is also scoring. So when if you are giving emphasis on the vocabulary, if you're practicing with vocabulary at your home or at your institute, then try to use the vocabulary words, try to use the rare and uncommon words everywhere, be this is part 1, part 2 or part 3, but here he missed it. And coming to the GRA part, grammatical range and accuracy, here he was good enough and he had done only rare grammatical errors. But the one biggest mistake he had done here, and normally students or candidates do, whenever they give any example or whenever they talk about intro part, then they start speaking lines like this, as he spoke here: you can opt study from different teachers. When he was talking about that internet, you can opt study, when he was talking about the YouTube especially. So you can opt, rather than saying you can opt, you cannot say examiner like this in the final examination. Here you could use, or you could use here Jorvir, one can study from the different teachers. So but most of the candidates, they do the same mistake. So directly you cannot say to the examiner, let's say there is an example, if examiner is saying that do you enjoy doing this, yes, of course I enjoy doing this because this is wonderful activity and you can enjoy while doing this and this. So one can would be the right answer here, right sentence, rather than you can. And he again he spoke one more wrong sentence. You can use internet, or you can, sorry, you can interact with your teachers. So here again this is wrong sentence. Here he could use here, one can interact with the teachers. So this is completely wrong. So these two sentences were wrong, and every candidate, as like I just take the speaking online, so majority of candidates, they do the same mistake, so avoid doing this. So pronunciation wise he was good enough. Now coming to the follow up part, in the follow up he had the strong opinion, but the problem was that he had given the quite short answers, and he could elaborate with examples, but he had given very few examples. In rare he had given some examples, but try to give examples in the part 3 and try to elaborate your answer somewhere in the sequence, like it has many benefits, it has many drawbacks, firstly, secondly, thirdly, last but not the least. Or if you're talking about difference, there is a vast difference, there is a big difference. In that way you can start your answer, but you did not, and you missed the elaboration part a lot. So elaboration is required in part 3. So this is for everyone. So if you want more tips, and if you want more mock test at your IELTS partner, then you can follow my channel Sapna Dhameja if you haven't subscribed it. So thank you so much. I guess it will be very much useful mock test for you guys.